Good day, everybody. Brian here. It is February 15th. Been a couple of good weeks since I've done a live stream. My apologies, just setting the record straight. If you have not seen any of my videos that have now deleted, unfortunately for you, on the other platform, you can check my profile for that. Um, I'm cashing out and I'm selling my abode, and we're in the process of clearing all that out. So obviously, it's a time-consuming thing. If you want to know more, you know where to go and check out all the links in the profile and all that. So I'm gonna go on about the world of crypto. So as you know, crypto. This is what compelled me to do a stream today. Was crypto is now above 50,000 or Bitcoin, that is. So Bitcoin has been on a major tear for the last couple of weeks. You could probably tell this isn't very strong for a back test at 1.0 for profit factor. So it's not the strongest. AVAX is actually the strongest for Avalanche, but this is a pretty good looking chart. If you look at the 3 month, it's starting to really take off here since February 7th, so about a week ago. And when you also throw in the new ETFs, I'm sure they're going to catch up. You've probably heard me talk about the pros and cons of ETFs versus real exchanges, the real McCoy. So obviously, Bitcoin is leading the way. Not sure where Ethereum compares, but we can do that right now. Good old TradingView allows that. You can see here it's pretty well in line. And Yeah, Bitcoin is it. But you can see here that Ethereum kind of can outperform Bitcoin's like silver and gold, right? So where's this going to go? Well, if you want to learn where to go to really forecast where Bitcoin's going to go, there is a indicator out there that I've used on other trading platforms. Very premium, a premium indicator that they have at their highest tier. So this is free. This is the advantage of good old Trading View. So if you look at Trading View, what we're looking for is Hearst cycle. Okay, so just if you're new to the world of Trading View, here you can see there's lots of Hearst cycle channel clone, oscillator, Hearst exponent, market phase, quite a bit. But this is how you can kind of tell forecasting based upon Hearst cycles, which is pretty good. That's why it's a premium on the other alternative platform, as I mentioned. Here, you can get the source code. Here, you can read more about the indicator. You can see here as it's pulling up, blah, 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 blah. I'll let you figure all that out, okay? But what we want to look for is doesn't look like what I'm exactly wanting. Let me just try this again. So Hearst cycle. Um, so yeah, so this is what we really want are the pivot points. Okay, so again, I'll let you read about it. There's no source code available, but let's just see how this looks. Okay, let me get rid of all my stuff here. Um, and Let me just see if I can pull this up properly. Okay, so there we go. We got a clean chart. Yay. Okay, so we are going to look at that indicator again. Hearst cycle pivot point. Okay, these are really useful. So it looks like so there's a second version here. Okay, let's see if that improves. There we go. That's what we kind of want. But you would normally historically also see maybe we can layer it in like the actual Hearst cycles themselves. But the whole point of what I'm trying to show here is, yeah, we'll just pull up this lazy bear. So I don't think you can see the Hearst cycles in here, but we'll just leave it at that. But what the really important part here is you want to know about these particular Hertz cycles. And what can be very useful is it can be projected as well. So that's kind of what you want to look for when it comes to the proper Hertz cycle. This is similar to what I use. I've custom coded my own Ichimoku cloud strategy, which I'm using for my live trading. Works okay, not great. I'll be working on various strategies starting next month. So I've mentioned about my busyness. Right now, my next focus will be probably in mid March, so I can get back to pumping out more content on TradingView like I used to, and other platforms as well. But right now, this is not a bad looking set of indicators right here. But obviously, there's no source code. But if you can find something that gives you source code, so you can pull these in for your entry and exits, you'd be in pretty good shape. So if I remember, there was. Let me just clean this up, because without that, you're not going to get. Let me just put in Hertz here. So Hertz cycle pivot. Maybe it's this one. Yeah. So there's a source code there. So we got this one. Yeah. Okay. This is perfect. So right here. Okay. So as I said, we can project out beyond the current chart. So you can see here we've got some pretty good indicators on the pivots that are projected on the next Hertz cycle. So you'd see Hertz cycles go like this, and this is kind of like projecting when the next reversal might be. So in our case here, we've got a variety of let me pull up a daily, probably be better. So this isn't critical for the movements and projections of crypto overall, because it's Bitcoin that drives it all. But you can see here, as we go through the history, we can see here these diamonds. These diamonds are reversal points in the Hertz cycle. So you can see here we got a couple here, not quite as good, but once you start to see the stacking up of these Hertz cycle or these diamonds, that's usually a classic sign of a reversal. And you can see it's definitely worked here, and that was projected 24th of January. So when you look at out here, this one could be a reversal back down, and you actually get the date on the 24th, so another 9 days from now. Really important to know about that, because this is pretty good. Now, if I showed you weekly basis, let's see how accurate this can be. Let me pull up a 5-year. So you can see here, right here, we got 4 diamonds. Looks pretty good. And then when you start seeing these 1 diamonds, they're usually your reversal for when you can expect a down cycle. So you got one right here, meaning it's flat. Here's one that looks pretty good. It's a little off from the 22nd to in around here for March. So, but this is a weekly. You kind of want to, depending upon your trading style, you want to maybe trade on the minute. You can do that as well. But right here, you can see we've got a green diamond right here, boom, and it moved up. And that's actually a few days ahead of the move up. So this is probably February 12th, and it started to really move up. Actually, sorry, let me get that again. So January, so yeah, February 5th, sorry. So that started to move up pretty well a couple of weeks later. But, you know, when you look at, this is important as well. So a lot of people don't know for the data with TradingView, you can see how highly liquid this particular Bitcoin USD on Bitstamp is. But if I move it to a different data source, namely, I don't know, if Binance is still here, I don't know why or Coinbase may be just as good. You can see here fairly liquid, and that's on a second basis. So technically, you could somewhat do HFT using this time frame 1 second for data on Bitcoin. You could also do it with the futures market. So this is the really important, powerful, most valuable part of trading view when it comes to uh, futures data, because you'll not get anywhere else like this. So if I could find it here, we might be able to find the CME in here, or yeah, it doesn't look like we have the different data sources here, but Coinbase might be the best one for that. Let's see if we could see any futures market. So there you go. So there's a CME right there. So now you could see this is actual future data on the CME. Okay. So this is pretty good to know that if Bitcoin's pointing lower as well, you definitely know that, yeah, that's the future direction of Bitcoin. And you can see here again, when you look at even on a 30-second basis, that we can still apply the Hurst cycle here. And look at that right there, doing good. Here's another one that's for the 15th. We got a green diamond, and this might be a reversal right here. So that is projected 32nd, February 15th, 7:30 tonight. So you may get a reversal tonight, knowing that. And that's again on which, so this is CME, right? So if I switch it over to Bitcoin, uh, this I don't know, but if I go back to crypto and put in, again, let's just work from Coinbase. I'm not a big fan of but the data should be fine. So I don't see, oh, here's Binance right here. So here's Binance. You can see here, this is a lot more liquid than any of the other data sources out there for Bitcoin. And look at what we got here. So you could see here some more pivots, which don't look quite accurate because this is definitely a noisy chart. So your data source is going to matter as well. But Binance is still probably one of the most traded venues for Bitcoin, US dollar. You can see right here, boom. 5 diamonds, and look what happens. It goes up. So you could see, and you can project ahead on when things are going to move up. Here, we could see another big move up right there. Okay, at 16:30 on February 15th, a slight move up. So when you get these diamonds, these are very powerful, and if you track them, you might be able to figure out the reversal on the downside as well. It's amazing how people come in and out and they don't value this, which is okay by me. I mean, yeah, whatever. But you can go even on a 5-second basis, but you can see Binance is still filled pretty good. But the volume and the liquidity matters on your data source. So we've just shown you Binance here as the data source right here. So let's go back to Coinbase. Let's see if it matters. So Coinbase is pretty good right here, and that's on a 5-second basis, 1-second basis. So out of all the venues, Coinbase is your best place to get your data from on liquidity on a really like 1 second, 10-second data frame. So you can see here once again, you're a couple of seconds ahead before it does move up, and we just got to follow this pattern on the reversal side to see which way Bitcoin will go. Okay, so this is the future of Bitcoin. You can't get better than that anywhere else that I know of, with a really good indicator, as I'm showing you here. This one, Hurst diamond notation, pivot low with source code, and that's obviously in PineScript. Fine, but this is pretty powerful if you want to know, and you could do this with any instrument out there. If it's oil, you could do it with gold, whatever. I mean, this is a powerful indicator combined with the ability to watch it on a very low frequency or high frequency, sorry. And you can do an hour, boom, and there you go. So Yeah, and just look for the patterns here among the number of diamonds that are available. What does this mean? And just watch it, analyze it, and you could probably develop a really nice automated trading strategy from this, as well as because you get source code with it. So that is the direction of where things are going. But let's look at daily. You can see here daily, it's looking pretty strong. This blue diamond, we got to figure out what that means. So let's start looking for lone blue diamonds. Doesn't look like we'll find any right here. But this is what we're obviously looking for: are green diamonds in the forecast. Okay, so you can see here we got this one all the way out to how far did that go? June 24th. So this is how valuable this is. All right, so it's pretty hard to gauge which way it'll go, um, but I've shown you a classic way to forecast moves of Bitcoin or any other future data asset. So right here, 23 bars, and just study this. But right now, I'd get in. But will it go down? What I'm noticing with Bitcoin, if there's concerns in the market, Bitcoin's going to be one of the best alternatives because gold and silver is not producing. Some of the other ones, like the yen. So if you look at and compare to the USD, Japanese yen's been pretty good, pretty steady as well. But let me see if is this. Let me pull up the weekly here. So you can see here, it kind of integrates with each other, co-integrates pretty good. On the direction you can see here on a this is a weekly chart now, but it looks pretty good that the U.S. dollar and the Japanese yen correlate and coexist together. You can see here. One other one that can be pretty dependable is the DXY. I've noticed this quite a bit. This is the dollar currency index in the futures market. So you can see here, if it declines, so will Bitcoin. But the problem here, it switches between the stock exchange, whichever one it will be, versus the dollar. But right now, it looks to be co-integrated with USD, Japanese yen. Let me just make sure I change that. Okay, so here it is, the DXY. Yeah, it kind of looks like it's moving together. But I think the USD Japanese yen is probably better right now. So, but it looks like overall. So if I pull up another chart here, which is really important to know, if you look at the USD Japanese yen and compare the two, just in terms of performance, you can see this is moving up. January 2nd, it started to move up after the last intervention from the Bank of Japan. It's almost fully recovered. This could still move up long term if the markets get questionable. But right there, December 23rd, what did Bitcoin do on the December 23rd? Let me go back to the daily. So we're looking for December 23rd daily. So in around here, it did spike up a little bit. So yeah, it's. I'm not saying it is, but could be a relationship between the Bitcoin and USD Japanese yen pair for now, but that could change. Anyways, I'm going to shut up now. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments or whatever. If it's on YouTube, you're on the alternative platform that's synchronized here as well. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and over and out.